County.
Oh!
Chat with the mayor.
Wait, what do you mean?
So, as of like 2 days ago, and 9 of us are no longer part of Chaos Legion.
What the fuck? Let me just take this real quick. Opal, is it an emergency?
No, sure.
Okay. Let me call you right back.
Sounds good.
All right. Talk to you in a sec. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I thought I heard something along those lines, but I never. That's shocking.
Hey, when I heard a vote of non-confidence in me as president, I was kind of shocked too. But then everything kind of made sense. And snakes and rats amongst your own family hurt the most.
Yeah. Tends to happen. Greed, jealousy, other things. That tends to be the common cause, in my opinion.
I'd say so. But yeah, Corolla, if you can. I've told this story too many times already. Maybe not in super details. I don't want to burn Nino out with like fucking intricacies of motorcycle club politics.
Well, I mean, I leave it to you. I mean, I'm willing to, listen to the story as how long as it may be, but up to you how details you want to give.
So basically, about a month ago, I want to say. And please, Misha, how in detail would you like me to go? I can do a TLDR or more in depth.
Go TLDR. I might fill the gaps if there will be necessity.
About a month ago, I want to say, the ex-president of the club reappeared. He'd been on a vacation, and he let everyone know that he wanted to be president again.
Oh.
At that point, different groups appeared to start forming. There had been some apparent discontent with Misha that people had been informing our chaplain, who is the person who's in charge of basically communicating when there are problems that members have. But being worried about losing trust from the members, he didn't inform high command or command of the issues that members were telling him. So problems couldn't be solved because no one knew there were problems.
But people are thinking they are, furthering the problems alone. So not even not doing his job, but actively fucking it up even more.
There were issues with a member of Chaos Legion, and he crossed the line. He'd done many mistakes in the past. He crossed the line in anger of what he'd said. A gun was drawn, not pointed. And a few days, what was it, like a week later? Misha? 2 weeks later? Okay. A meeting was called. In that meeting, there were changes done to the bylaws, one of them being that to remove someone from high command had to be unanimous. It was changed to supermajority. At this point, there were prospects who were going to be patched in the next week, which obviously were not able to vote because they would have obviously voted against it. but they voted in the new bylaw of the supermajority, and followed by that, they went for a vote of no confidence against Misha.
What the fuck?
Which didn't pass. But there were 6 fucking rats saying the same fucking shit, rehearsed, and
What
bringing
the
issues
fuck?
that are not actually issues. Like, you're in 1% MC and you're crying that your president is scary and hardcore
No!
approach.
No fucking way. You know what's crazy? That's what was happening. I'm not gonna. I don't want to go too much detail, but let's just say you're not the only person experiencing that exact narrative. Like, what the fuck? Yeah,
and
you're
that-
1% MC. Like, what are you fucking supposed to be, a teddy bear? Like, I don't get it. Like, who would respect that?
Mhm. And I yell at people sometimes. You know, when you're doing like borderline dumb shit, how do you expect me to react? Like,
Yeah.
really?
Jesus. Okay.
But you know what's funny? Those, big bad bikers, fully patched 1% MC members
Hmm.
were too afraid. But in comparison, prospects had no issues. They knew I was approachable. Like, yeah, I sometimes was a little on the scarier side for them, but they still talked about the issues and whatnot, and shit was pretty good. So I knew that due to like how everything is working in Chaos Legion, how democratic it is, I wouldn't be able to get rid of them. So I said, fuck that, fuck this shit. I'll just move on. And me, together with Tina, third in command, my ex-VP Rick stayed behind, but not that he didn't support us. He's just very traditional and also an old man that told me that just doesn't have energy to start something new, but he'll stay back just to watch on the sidelines and sip Malibu and watch the fucking world burn around him without even, moving one finger to help them. So my third in command from Chaos Legion and all of the prospects, literally all of them, left the club with me.
Holy shit. I mean, honestly, that sounds like a huge benefit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I imagine
like
that's going to
next-
be a hit to your resources, though.
Not really, because next day we went there, we put down our cuts, and maybe I would just say, in defiance to recent standards within the city, we just requested what we think was owed to us.
Hmm.
We didn't want those shitty ass properties in Sandy, but basically 80% of shit that wasn't nailed down we requested. And like a wet fucking noodle, they just folded and gave it to us. So I'm not that pressed about resources.
Yeah. Holy shit. Where are you guys going to be operating out of?
Before we're gonna go to that, like, I know we spoke as mayor of Los Santos and president of Chaos Legion, Mr. Standal. From 2 days onward, it's gonna be president of Ravens MC, Mr. Standal. To my right is our vice president, Jamie, and Carola is our secretary, and third in command is still Tina, the best fucking treasurer the city ever knew. We're eyeing those warehouses at Mutiny Road.
Mutiny Road.
It's near Old Rust compound.
Yes.
But I know. We'll see how it goes. We don't know if we'll be able to get them.
There has been somebody that tried selling one of them for $3 million. It was like a $1 million warehouse. No, actually, I think they wanted 5. Some people have been grossly. Look, I'm going to be transparent. You know, we've been trying to do property buybacks. And you know, I think I'm just going to say it, right? Princess started to offer insanely gross amounts up north recently in the past month. And unfortunately it's caused people think this shit is worth more than it is. You know what I mean? So
$1 million houses in the south side.
well, that's actually somewhat reasonable. Like like $1 million in the south side at least kind of makes sense. If it's a decent size. I mean, like, I'll give you an example. Someone wanted to sell me a warehouse up north for $9 million.
That's insane.
Didn't Princess pay that much for the castle?
I think she paid 10.
Yeah. She paid about that. Yeah, about 10. Which that one was like a quarter of the size of, maybe not a quarter, but like a third of the size of what do you call it? The lumber union one. And we got that one for 10. Like I paid 10 for that, but that one is like,
it's massive.
It's huge, yeah. And it's in the middle of the city. But I think the problem is that, I don't know, it's like one of those things where like a lot of people don't see the other valuable they just hear the number and they're just like, oh, I can get that too. And it's like, brother, your shit's like a fifth, a quarter of the size. Like, what are you smoking? So, but look, I'm more than willing to assist. You know, Corolla knows how to put requests in for money, businesses and stuff. And, you know, how that money that's being asked for is managed is, you know, up to you. You know what I mean? So,
right. Good to know.
Yeah.
We will need to see, like, I'm not so pressed about certain location because I don't want to squat in one place for too long. I would prefer to be more flexible and just see whatever we can get and then get, you know, move on from there instead of just being dead set on one location and just never get it, right?
Absolutely.
You know, what year and a half leading Chaos Legion from fucking dust, nothingness, up to what it was like a month ago, like 24 fucking members. It taught me to just, you know, don't be like ultra stubborn on one thing. Be flexible and just, you know.
I have an idea.
Where the win? Oh, okay.
Did you ever see Larry's Bodega?
It's near the like hospital down like.
Yes.
Yeah, I know where.
Would that be a good starting place?
Actually, yeah, it would be pretty fucking decent.
Let me talk to my cabinet, because I can relinquish this property. If it was under the guise of some sort of business, you know, like, hey, with a story, right?
Yeah, I have a great idea. You know, we can franchise Carnage. We still have that. That's my actual business.
And I have an actual business in the city. I am the mechanic.
Sorry?
My mechanic shop. I have a business license and a business that's registered in the city.
That is perfect. Because what I can do is, because I can, instead of putting these out on bid, if you guys are coming to me and effectively saying in a proposal, look, we're having to move out from, you know, where we once were and we need to start afresh, and, you know, like, you have history, I can relinquish this for a reasonable direct sale price, right? And That's a
Okay.
big location. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's a lot of room. You know what I mean?
Well, I need a lot of room to put my benches and, make parts.
Mm,
It's a big mechanic, and my mechanic business is growing.
yes.
It's coming back.
Well, the property is not so big. I will say that. However, it could be a future gas station possibly, but I wouldn't like bet on that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Look, panels have been up, but I don't know if the gas
Like,
lines are going to be open.
we own the Sandy gas station like it's like ours, right? But yeah.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, that sounds mighty great of you that you want to help, moving businesses from up north when they're basically
Yes.
failing and that need, the change of environment, so to say, right?
Absolutely. If you
Mhm.
could put that together in a proposal with the reasoning and all that, it just got to it needs to be sellable, right? So if anyone ever questions, it's like, well, here's the reason, makes sense, right? Here's the business we have to have. Here's why we've moved down. Obviously, not all of it needs the details that you told me, but a believable story that sound right in court.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. We're gonna work on that.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Do I
Alright.
send it through? Just send it through the website?
Send it directly to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay.
Appreciate you, Nino.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Nino.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit.
All right, we'll get over
Hey.
here, and if you need anything, feel free to call.
Will do. I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you.
Though I don't think you'll need it. You've got good people.
Oh, I know. The best they were.
Hell yeah.
There's literally nothing left up north. Fucking dust and sand.
Yeah. Not fucking wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Take care,
God.
Nino.
Yeah. You too.
I'm gonna go on a trip for a bit, but when I come back, hopefully we can just catch up.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a ring.
Yeah, 'cause Michael had mentioned something about a business opportunity, and I'm very curious.
Holy fuck.